NFL trades, right? We got Tom Brady come out of retirement.
Lord have mercy.
Wait, Tom. Okay, Craig, do you want to say something? Go ahead.
I mean, it doesn't surprise me, honestly.
Yeah, you know.
I'm not really, but I mean, at the same time, I don't really care. It's the division is up for grabs. So I mean, maybe he came back because the NFC is so weak, but at the same time, he just still wanted to play, and he played at a high level last year. So why wouldn't he be able to play at a high level again this year? As long as they brought back some pieces for him to play with, basically, and they pretty much did so far. I mean, they still got some pieces that they need to figure out, like the running back and everything like that. Fournette hasn't been signed. And but you know, I don't. I mean, I think Tom Brady just wants to keep playing until. I think he should have won out 2 years ago when he won a Super Bowl. That way you go out on top. But he still wanted to come back and prove that he could play. They wanted to run it back with pretty much the same team.
What does he need to prove? He doesn't have to prove.
I think he just wants to keep. I think he likes to play football. I think he just loves the game, and he just doesn't want to give up the game right now, especially when he can play like he can still play. Now the problem is if he gets knocked out and then he can't go off the field on his own, then that's going to be the problem, especially at 45, or he will be 45.
Yeah.
But you know, I don't have a problem with Brady coming back. I wasn't surprised.
I don't have a problem. It's just I don't know, man. Like a lot of people are tired. Like I listened to Rob Parker, the Odd Couple, and he just went off. He was like, he went off, man. He went off on Tom Brady. He said Tom Brady is addicted to football crack. He says he needs to retire. He says he needs to give up this ploy. He has a problem with himself. What? Selfish. He just went off. He went off. It was hilarious. What? It was hilarious to me. I wouldn't play it, but I don't know. I want to play somebody else on our show, but it was hilarious. It was. If
he was throwing 14 touchdowns and like 22 interceptions, and he came back, I'd be like, okay, yeah, he's selfish. He wants to, but he wasn't. He led the league in touchdowns. He was just
like, what does he have left to prove? He already won a Super Bowl.
He just likes to play the game.
Like, yeah, I mean,
then don't retire in the first place. Like, don't make everyone go through these big sweeping farewell gestures to you, and then a couple of weeks later, no, never mind.
Yeah,
I don't have a problem with that either. It's like people who commit to one team for free agency, then they say, no, I don't want to go there no more. Then they come back and renege on it. So I mean, pretty much is what he did. He just did it in it's a different circumstance.
I think
it's kind of the same.
He got tired of being at home. He got bored.
Well, he's going to have to eventually play. He's going to have to eventually get used to that. It's not like he can't play forever.
You got bored.
I just think that the NFC. I just think he loves the game, and the NFC is so weak. He's like, okay, I think we can get one more.
That is a very good. I mean, that's because you got to. That's a good point.
Only 3 teams. Really?
Yeah, well,
the Packers, the Rams, and now the Bucks. That's it. Everybody else is like
the Rams is up for. Listen, it's hard to go back to back.
I'm not saying. Yeah, I understand that, but I mean, you still have to consider them as at least one of the top.
Yeah.
2 or 3 teams.
Yeah.
Especially when you're bringing
Green Bay.
Almost everybody back.
He's probably like they're both beatable, which they are. So, yeah.
I don't think. All right, so him coming back, and there's no disrespect, but you know, even Craig with his team in that division won't argue this. With him back, even with the pieces they have, they're still the favorites in that division. So we'll be crazy out of our minds to say they're not going to the playoffs.
No,
but I feel like I wouldn't put them. I wouldn't even right now with what they have and what they've lost. I would put them as a top 2 to 3 favorites though for the NFC.
Yeah,
I just wouldn't.
You would not.
I just wouldn't. No, I wouldn't
have above them.
Now, right now, like constructively, I got Green Bay and the Rams above them right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Is
there anybody else above them? Because Dallas is far for me.
You gotta think if you're Tom Brady gonna try. Now, you know, we gotta wait, but I don't know. I wasn't surprised, but sometimes I'm just like, jeez, man.
If they're out 8-3 though,
what is going on? Like
the NFC is terrible. Like because the NFC is terrible because you can't trust Arizona.
You play to your
you can't trust it.
You can't trust them. They start out hot and then they end off the season terrible.
Yeah, but the thing is, here goes the thing, and And we know from being around and fans are loving this. For the fact of what the NFL is and their reporters, the fact that since Brady retired, we heard no rumblings about quarterbacks. We heard nothing attached to them in quarterback. The writing kind of was on the wall. Come on.
They were looking for veteran quarterbacks.
Nah, come on. There wasn't nobody of name that was going to.
There were more reports of Brady coming back than them actually being seriously tied to a quarterback in free agency.
I see that.
The only name I saw remotely tied to them was Garoppolo, and that was just
right. And they made a joke about look out for Deshaun Watson, but I knew that wasn't what happened.
So, like, if the day after somebody retires, the chatter of them unretiring is already starting, like, why retire? Why go through all the BS? Like, don't be a diva. Just make your decision. Run with it. We dealt with enough of this crap with Rodgers. I'm already sick of all of it after Brett Favre for freaking 5 years.
Man.
Listen, let me tell you something, Craig. You gonna get tired of Rodgers.
I'm already tired of Rodgers.
Do the same thing.
I got tired of him last year when he announced that drama on the draft day.
Wait till 2 years from now. He's gonna be like,
I don't have the patience. So I don't listen to any. If it's a story about Aaron Rodgers or Tom Brady, and I don't want to hear about it. Like, I don't need to. What is there to talk about? What was there to talk about for the last month about Aaron Rodgers? Nothing. Just let me know when he makes a decision, and then okay.
It's not about money, but you're the highest paid quarterback.
I mean, he deserves it, but like this whole the drama that leaded up to it, I don't have time.
I'm not against Rodgers. I think a part of the reason he got that MVP this year was because of the numbers he got on the fact that the drama they was going through, him showing up late and saying I'm coming now, and they feel like his roster is worse than Brady's. They gave it to him because really, for Brady to put up the numbers he put up at his career, I don't care what kind of talent he got. For Brady to put up the numbers he put up his career, I feel like Brady should have won that MVP award. That's just my opinion.
You have to care about the talent around him.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, you look at his last 2 years in New England, his numbers look like Kirk Cousins level numbers, like 20-something touchdowns, 8 to 12 interceptions, and all of a sudden he goes with 4 all-pro pass catchers and throws 40 touchdowns back to back. Like, you can't just ignore the insane amount of talent he has surrounding him.
I get it, but I just still feel like at them numbers at that age, I feel like he should. And it wasn't like it was digging dump passes and like they take it off for 80 yards. It wasn't like that. I see if it was like, slant here, quick, what's name? I'm like, but for him to put it on like
that, he had Mike Evans.
Was it the Buffalo game? He threw a 5-yard out and it was taking 70 yards for a touchdown to end the game.
Like, he knew when he went to Tampa that he had 2 Pro Bowl receivers.
Oh yeah, he wasn't gonna go nowhere. I mean, Brady loves winning too much.
He knew Gronk was coming too.
He knew Gronk was coming, and then he was like, I can probably get AB here.
But that's why I question Rodgers. That's why I look at Rodgers like, do you to be honest with you, this is how I took it. The NFC should feel like a slap in the face, like y'all some trash. For this man with that roster and with the money they have, you can't upgrade that roster. So for him to stay there, it was kind of, now it's starting to like their money because they just lost to Darius Smith. He just signed with Baltimore. So you're losing pieces on your defense. And then now Adams don't want to stay on his Adams like, I'm not playing on no franchise tag. So what are you doing to his roster?
That was
Chris Godwin's doing the same thing Adams is.
Yeah.
So
that's the exact same thing.
That's
I don't know.
No, that's no mode. They have till July. This happens every time.
I got you, but I just don't think Green Bay upgrade him signing there. I just don't think he looks at it as the NFC like it's like, okay, the NFC trash. I know I'm still gonna have a chance.
Yeah,
but
I think he signs there because Rodgers.
But to be honest with you though, if Garoppolo stayed, do we still say Green Bay? They just lost to San Fran. So it's like, do we still put Rodgers in a chance to go to the NFC Championship game with that roster? Like, do they upgrade enough to where you think they can still make the NFC Championship game?
I mean, the offseason's not over, but
I got to see a lot of moves. Yeah, I got to see something. I got to see something different.
I mean,
I think they're gonna be 13-3 again. I'm not 13-3, 13-4, 14 and.
Because that division is trash. That division,
and they play the NFC.
Trash.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that division's trash. I'm sorry, that's the worst. That might be the worst.
Most of the
division
divisions are trash in the
I don't even know.
NFC.
You got three. To me, you got 3 guarantees, and you got 4.
Yeah, that might be the worst division in NFC. I'm sorry. I know y'all might laugh and say it's the NFC East. No, after what I've seen this free agency, what I'm looking at right now, I think that's the worst. That's the worst division. Yeah, okay.
Brady got it pretty easy.
Whoa! What's the worst?
Huh?
What's the worst?
I said pretty easy. It might be the South.
The NFC South the worst?
I think the AFC South. You said the AFC or the NFC South?
No, I'm talking about the worst in the NFC. We just talk about divisions.
The NFC South is the worst.
The NFC South is the worst. It is.
You got 3 teams that have no clue what they're doing with the quarterback.
Yeah,
so as of right now.
They do. No, seriously, I'm not saying the whole NFL.
Yeah,
no, but for the NFC, Craig, yeah.
And one of them's going to probably get Watson, and the other 2 are going to be still looking around for a quarterback.